bring a Midwest bag because California, you know. Got a sandwich, we got some plantain chips, a couple of pies, some vitamin water. I was gonna go to Hollywood on the subway, but we're cutting it too close here. We gotta get to Union Station. Los Angeles Union Station was built during the 1930s and has been preserved as one of the last of the great American rail terminals to be built during the 20th century. It's relatively compact, but the vaulted ceilings and endless accents and rich color tones bring a great depth of character to the space. History is abundant, even in spaces that aren't lined with interpretive displays. Amtrak has dedicated seating for passengers awaiting their trains, as well as a Metropolitan lounge, but I didn't feel like being penned into the relatively plush, common waiting areas. LA Union Station's track access is via a tunnel that runs underneath the tracks, and it provides accessible access to all platforms with a noticeable professional security presence. It's quite well signed, too, throughout. The tunnel spans the length from west to east ends of the station. The latter is where you can make bus connections, including the LA Flyaway bus to LAX that I'll be featuring in the weeks to come when I make my connection to the red-eye flight tomorrow. LA is a city of a lot of smells. It moves pretty well. I can get anything you need at the grocery store, and there's plenty of places to eat, plenty of places to shop. It's basically exactly what the pictures show you, and exactly what you see on Google Maps. There's so much old, there's so much new, there's so much art. The buses are easy to find. What more do you want? Probably a lot more, but yeah. This is one of the few North American passenger rail stations where ticketed passengers aren't made to await their train at a gate inside the station, only being allowed onto track level at boarding time. This worldly classic allowance gives great views of Metrolink commuter trains, as well as the LA Metro's A-Line light rail that I rode into downtown from Watts. The Pacific Surfliner runs as a push-pull train set due to the lack of rail-Ys along the line. At its endpoints, as well as this stub end terminal in LA, the engineer has to change ends of the train from cab car to locomotive and vice versa to continue the trip onward. 5 round trips proceed northbound daily from LA to Goleta, with 2 proceeding on to San Luis Obispo as we'll be doing. 10 trips go southbound to San Diego. Wow, what a place. Waiting for your train on the platform in America. Good job, Los Angeles. You're doing that really well. The train sets are bi-level Amtrak California cars unique to this service, though as you'll soon see, there are standard Superliner coaches that provide added capacity, such as the one we'll be in for half of today's trip. There's also a scattering of other Amtrak California cars that are also utilized on the San Joaquins and Capital Corridor services. It's a sightseer lounge. That's ours. Amtrak's California business class seating features identical seats to the East Coast high-speed Acela service in a 2-2 configuration. Coach class seats are similar in form, but have a somewhat tighter pitch between rows and fabric covering in some coaches versus the leather type in business class. I actually preferred the Superliner Flex car over the California car. It was quieter, lighting was more dim, and seats were somewhat wider. It also lacked the iconic announcement chime of the California cars, allowing for a bit more pleasant environment when approaching stations, though you could still hear the chime when the doors between cars were open. Well, we're doing a Superliner, so I can sit on the coast side. Because I don't need to make another California bi-level video that is on the non-coast side, so we'll have to go backwards and we'll have to be in the Superliner, but I like Superliners. The Surfliner is the quintessential Southern California rail experience. Leaving LA, our train makes all stops shared with Metrolink stations to provide additional commuter capacity on the Ventura line out to Goleta. Beyond Moorpark, the train runs on Union Pacific's coastline to San Luis Obispo. Thruway bus service parallels the line in its entirety for more capacity and similar views, though none quite as close to the coastline as we'll be experiencing after Camarillo Station before sunset and the golden hour kicks in. This is also the route of Amtrak's long-distance Coast Starlight service to Seattle, though it only runs once a morning in this direction northbound. Much of the scenery through LA's suburbs is representative of the West Coast, and indeed the greater American suburban culture that has radiated out from California.
Not driving Glendale. Last call for Burbank, downtown Burbank, last call.
Business class affords each rider a snack box with a few nice options. Our train was also stocked with pastries and gluten-free cookies from a bakery outside our destination of San Luis Obispo, some of which actually survived the flight home in my backpack for my wife Megan's enjoyment.
Now right, Burbank Airport, Burbank Buffalo Airport.
Though strip malls, big box retail, and industrial spaces abound, there are glimpses of the Hollywood movie machine here and there, with backlots and prop shops dotting the landscape.
710 Los Obispo, Santa Barbara, Goleta. Northbound 777, if you have a bicycle, it goes to the last car. Bike's in the last car.
Free coffee, water, and soda are provided in the service areas on both levels of the California business class car. A cafe unique to the Surfliner is also available for all passengers seeking snacks or small hot or cold meals. A free mini bottle of wine or can of Stella Artois beer were also being allowed to wanting adult business class passengers. Though teetotaler I am, I utilized train window views for my vice of choice on the trip.
station. This is Van Nuys. Northridge, be next. Northridge. Alright, this is Northridge. Northridge, come on down.
Are you guys finding about double seats, huh? Can you believe we were so happy? Can you believe you guys? I know. We're like, we only have one seat. I know. We can't help you out. I know. And the people.
Simi Valley, next stop, Simi Valley.
Before long, the train begins to traverse the hills north of the city, making way through tunnels, passes, and nearby the beginnings of California's immense agricultural production fields. Station stops are evenly spaced along the LA portion of the line, and then about an hour apart from Goleta to Lompoc, with half-hour or better between the final stations. The frequency of this line is under consideration for improvement in the coming decade, with equipment and crew staffing being the main obstacles to overcome. Though as crowded as the train was on this Sunday run, it's safe to say the wheels are greased toward California Powers achieving their goals in this way.
Moore Park will be our next stop. This afternoon, Moore Park next.
This is the last call for Moore Park. If Moore Park is your stop, please make your way downstairs to the doors now. Moore Park.
Arrive in Camarillo. Northbound 777. Northbound 777. San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, Goleta, Ventura. Northbound, 777.
Okay, folks, coming into Oxnard Station. This is Oxnard Station. Oxnard Station is your stop. Please make your way downstairs to the door now. Thank you for riding with Amtrak. Oxnard Station.
Now Rob Ventura.
As its name implies, the Surfliner runs much of its northern route about 100 or so feet from the lapping waters of the Pacific Ocean. It's a tremendously scenic journey that makes for one greatly relaxing time. Delays due to freight are few, owing to Union Pacific's preference for running those trains on routes further inland that have seen double track or better expansion for stack and commodity trains over the prior decades. A cafe unique to the Surfliner is also available for all passengers seeking snacks or small hot or cold meals. On our train today, a Sightseer lounge car's lower level was the location of this cafe, decked out in a modified layout of the classic Superliner floor plan. On my return trip home, we didn't have a lounge car like this, so one of the coach cars was outfitted with a cafe on its lower level.
Once again, the Carpinteria, come on down for Carpinteria.
Getting some snacks and drinks later on for dinner as well. Cafe will close temporarily after we leave Toledo, but if you would like to grab something, eat or drink now, close the exact time. Come right back to the cafe located on the Lower Lowell Observation Crossroads and serve up sorry.
Santa Barbara coming up next. Santa Barbara. Goleta coming right up. This is Goleta.
Amtrak, keep trimming. All the way and way to the
Another fresh air break in Winona. No, wait. Goleta. Yeah. Goleta. Our route is pure California relaxation. Even when a signal is stuck red and we're made to wait about 10 minutes for controllers to be contacted by phone to permit us further passage. When you have views this lovely, there's no need to complain.
Copy all red. We can call phone calls. What is happening here? This should be a brief delay. Apologize for this delay. This should be a brief delay.
After sunset, the Surfliner proceeds through the beach communities of Guadalupe and Grover Beach near the city of Santa Maria, whose transit I toured the day following this trip, and you can check out in the link at the end of the video. Making up time in the final leg, we arrive at Slowtown, and some regulars to the line make their familiar goodbyes to the crew as we alight the train at the classic San Luis Obispo station.
Yes, we're going to do this over and over forever. Sprinkle a little.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're not in California. Way more than
We're back. It's off to my hostel for the night, but a return journey from Santa Maria back to LA via the Thruway bus and Surfliner are soon to come. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more travelogues and views from the rails. I'll see you next time.
We made it.